Oh, it happened last night. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, man. I gotta remember never to pick like that again. Hey guys, our Decline here, average picker. So just a little hodgepodge housekeeping video thing, I think. I don't know. We'll piece something together out of all this. Funky Monkey, I'm adding you to my foiled list here. So let's just get you on here. There we go. Funky Monkey. You're on the list. So, yeah, the Funky Monkey number 15 challenge lock. I picked its partner, and I forget the name of it. I already actually sent it off to Fast Charlie. I forget which number it is. Got through that one fine. This was the other side of it. And this is one, because there was the two, this was kind of an off-camera lock I had been picking on a little bit just for self-enjoyment, entertainment sake. I can't get it. And what's crazy, I think, I shouldn't say it's crazy, but I think this is the same one that Bear's Back knocked out in under a minute or under a minute 15 seconds. And damn, if I've been able to, I've just kind of toyed around with it off and on, but I've put in enough time on it that I'm cool with calling that foiled by, even though I don't have a video for it. So yeah, there we go, Funky Monkey. You're on got you on my foiled wall. And let's move something out of the way here so we can see you. Yeah, there we go. You're on the cardboard. Okay, and so I was planning to do a challenge lock pick, but before we do that, we've got some maintenance to do. Now, this lock looks vaguely familiar. This is the one I was using the other day in the video about key cutting. And I ran into some issues with it, as you can probably tell. I kind of screwed some stuff up. So let's get this balanced so it doesn't fall. So this is kind of what the final key came out looking like. I probably am going to just lightly touch it up a little bit more. It is completely functional at this point, and I did go through and I added a sixth pin. In fact, I moved pin 2 to pin 6, and that was after some screw ups. I miscounted. This is just a goofy long key. You can see it's got room for like a 7th pin on there pretty easily. It's just absurdly long. But I was counting backwards when I was finishing it up, and I was actually hitting the wrong pin, and so I ended up dropping pin 2 down a little too far, so I ended up doing some pin shuffling, and since I was going to put a 6th pin on there anyway, I moved 2 to 6 and just made a whole new pin for 6. But then in the process of testing it, I was turning it around and around and around, and so I've got the little spiky pin in there, and those caused the lock not to center super well, and I was being an idiot, and I was testing it without the back on, and when I went to withdraw the key, of course we skipped forward several chambers, and the pins dropped down, so we could see. So that was originally the driver for the chamber 2, and it's now chamber 6. So yeah, a little bit of lock maintenance before we get into the fun stuff, I guess, of getting to pick. But that's how it goes. I had hoped actually just to shim pick this open, but you can see it takes a incredibly long pick to get back in there and get everything, and then by the time I dealt with that other stuff, it's just easier to pop the top. Not too big of a deal, so we'll see. Hopefully we can get this stuff to slide out and not make too much of a mess of it. I have no idea what some of these pins are doing. So yeah, anyway, I thought I would just, of course that's what happened. So I thought I'd throw out there too though, guys. You know, if there's anything you're interested in or want to see more of or want improved or unimproved, you know, just, oh God, where does this shit even come? All this stuff just, I should have probably done this a little more methodically. I kind of thought I was, but I didn't account for some of the stuff falling in there. But yeah, I'm always open to suggestions on the channel. I get some private messages and stuff sometimes on things, questions people have. But, you know, if there's anything you want to see video-wise more or less of, let's just shake this until, let's see what falls out. There we go. Yeah, just, you know, always feel free to leave me a comment about it. And I'm pretty open to making videos on whatever it is you want. So, this is not right because I know this is a driver. And this is going to take some work to repair. All right. But, yeah, if there's anything you want to see, don't want to see, want more of, got a weird question or something, you know, don't hesitate to ask. You can either leave it in the comments, shoot me a line. Some of you know me on the Reddit thing, too. And I will try to incorporate that into videoing. All right, guys, let me get this cleaned up, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I got it straightened out. Got the chambers loaded. We will get the key in there. I think, yeah, that's the hang up that's occurring. And a little bit of that is because of the spiky key. And a little bit of that because I think I got the chamber 5 key pin incorrect, but don't want to make sure I hold it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not real sure there. Oh, that guy shot out. Get back in there. Right, which side? Yeah. Yeah, that's a little too much hang up. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, so I think I thought I'd just show this real quick here. This is the key pin that a little spiky pin is driving on. And even though it's flush, that little lip around it is enough that's causing the spiky to hang. And you can probably just about see the little chips that it made just in that little bit of testing. But if we look at the key, so that's our pin 6 is sitting somewhere on there, and that's not, it's a little bit angled off just because I did it very hurriedly. But we're almost on the same level. There's that guy. And what I think is I can just swap these two. And that's probably actually what I had originally, because even though it was hanging a little bit last night, it was working better. Yeah, so there we go. That's looking a bit better. See, it's still quite sensitive to how the key is in there. And if it's got a little bit of tilt on it or not. And that makes all the difference sometimes in how smooth these things work. So let's do another little assembly here. Oh, I better get a shim in that. Okay. Still no springs in it. do this very carefully here. You can see it still hangs on trying to recenter itself, and that's because of those two spike pins. But it does work. Let's make sure we hold the cord when we pull the key out this time. So, real moment of truth is going to be when we add the springs in. But yeah, I think in some of my other challenge lock videos, I talked about testing them along the way. And I hadn't made very many at that point. And I'd say, arguably, I have not made all that many, but I've made a fair number more. Some you just know are going to kind of work after a bit. But some, it's still a good idea all through the process just to keep kind of testing the key and turning it and playing with it. Making sure it's going to clear those shear lines and things. All right. Moment of truth, right? Oh, God, I'm such an idiot. This is exactly what I did last night without the clip on there. So, yeah, you can see it hangs, has the recentering issue. But the key still comes out. Let's get a clip on this and try it a little more vigorously. Okay, there we go. Man, it doesn't really look like it, but I seriously mangled that poor little C-clip in the process. So the key goes in, and how it really wants to go to the left, doesn't it? And then it has that recentering issue. Yeah, I don't know if this one's quite ready for prime time. It's definitely having recentering issues now. So we can try to fix it on the key side a little bit. We can try to fix it on the pin side a little bit. But see, you can see now that once those pins are under tension, and we've lost all that wiggle room from adding the clip, yeah, it's just not wanting to recenter. And there we go. Oh, I heard it click into place. Yeah, there we go. That's not really that's not really acceptable for going out, though. I'm still wiggling around. I'm trying to figure out if the key needs to go up or down a little bit to help it along. And the problem with taking off of the key is if I drop something too far, then we're really back to the drawing board, where I could maybe just go in and get a better fitting pin in there. So yeah, there we go. That's kind of a, man, now it doesn't want to uncenter at all. But the key's going in nice and smooth and coming out nice and smooth. Oh, had another switch there. So yeah, that guy will go in the repair line. I've got a few in there that need some minor touch-ups. How long that key is. That's causing. I think that would be causing part of the issue. He's running into that C-clip. No, because that whole C-clip's just going to turn with him. Yeah, this lock really likes to go to the left. All right, guys. Anyway, you have a good one.